This is Wendy Weisberg. This is Wendy Weisberg's gums. This is a close-up of Wendy Weisberg. Does she wear fake teeth? I'm not sure. But as catty as it sounds, this woman has just become my #1 enemy, even beyond Jane Karsh. Maybe not though, because Wendy's just a screwed up person that's, I guess, been through a lot, which is why she's so fucked up and cruel. But and Jane has means, so should know better. They're about the same. This is Wendy Weisberg's apartment, where people would leave their dogs with her, where she would take care of them. Around the corner from here. I never went in her house knowing that it was probably pretty bad, and I stopped by on her moving day to say goodbye, and I was so shocked. I asked her if I could take these photographs. She said it was her landlord's fault because of black mold, and I'm sure that it's also because the pets did that she took care of on a regular basis, so it just makes sense. And this is how she spoke about the dog, which is what this is all about. She was always sounding abusive. For months, she's told me about this dog, and I don't want anything to do with a puppy. She's all the way up in Rochester now, with some ex-state trooper, supposedly, who punched himself in the face, pretending to be mugged and got thrown off the horse, and now they're running some dog thing out of their house. And I shouldn't say that because I don't know what the story is. I don't know if his name is really Randy, but supposedly they had a falling out because she said he was going behind her back. She's completely wigged. And so the dog is at her house for months, and he says he's peed in my bed, even with regular walks, high energy, 1,000, and not an easy dog to deal with. She couldn't stand it that I was having an easy time with him. And it's only, or largely because I'm not working right now, and I have all the time to exercise him and then watch him sleep when he's here. But she works hard, she works a lot, and if you call bringing up puppies to sell from North Carolina to New York, whatever. So she said he was going to go to this rescue that wasn't, the rescue person told me that she was in touch with her for months, so why did it take so long for them to get together? But she offered me $400 to take the Zolo for at least a week. And then I said, and what happens after a week? And she said that they're just away for the weekend. I was afraid she was going to dump him on me. But I also said, and I have the text that says, so, maybe I will keep him. And she never said anything, that wouldn't be a possibility. So I had every reason, and I needed to do that too, because I knew I would get attached. And she told me about it. I have that coming up soon, but I remember asking, will he jump on the counter? And she said, no, he's too short. So I didn't worry about him jumping on the counter when I took a picture of him. Look at how she talks about him. He's not tall enough, he's an asshole fucktard, doesn't have a brain cell, mega blonde moments for the dog. And I was always trying to defend the dog, and I know that she hates me for that. That just sounds like, wussy to her or whatever. But, what was I going to say? This is her whatchamacallit, this eBay thing that she has. And she, I guess, sells the dogs, and she gets in trouble because people are always, pointing out that it's not really a rescue if you're charging so much money. I think it's become standard, though, to charge a lot of money for a rescue pup. I paid, I think, $80 10 years ago for mine, and now it's up to like $350. I was reading somewhere. But, yeah, she ended up calling animal control. I threatened to do so just to tell her, because she was threatening to take him away. I was concerned about the welfare of the dog, and she was, saying the best thing for him is as far away from you as possible, giving him to somebody that, that's her apartment also. I couldn't believe that. Why are these pictures so small? But, it's a little better. But, I told her how much fun I was having. Took them to the park. I can take them out on a leash together. Even Percy likes him. A little jealous of the bed, and she said, glad it's working out. And she knew I was planning on keeping him. And I said he laid still while I played seamstress, and I cut this little onesie for him. And she says, you are smitten. And she said, what are you calling him? She was encouraging me to bond with him. And I said, maybe if Percy likes him, I'll keep him. How old is he? Oh, I said this before she even sent him to me. So knowing that I was thinking about maybe keeping him, she told me about him, never said no. And she said other stuff too, like I said, why are you so angry at him? Does he have a sweater on all the time? Because he doesn't have hair. She said, I'm not angry, but he's peed him. Oh, I saw this already. There's no reason to give him a bath. It smelled like her apartment. It was disgusting, all of his coats and his clothes and everything. The whole package was like a disgusting smell of her life. Only 10 hours. Will he pee? Oh, and I said, Wiki, I was reading about him, I was researching, said that they need to be bathed regularly. And then she said, well, feel free to bathe him then. Even after she said there's no reason to. She was very laid back about it at first. And I said, will he pee in the crate? And she said, only if he's like 10 hours. He's always held it. So she has held him in the crate for that long. And this is when we got to, I said, okay, now you're threatening to take Percy. That's my 11-year-old dog away from me. Seriously, you're the sickest idiot I've ever known. And she said, give the dog up, and I will leave you and your psycho self alone. Give him to Dan today. That's the guy who, sorry to say this, Dan, but involved in an accident with her dog years ago, who bit off the arm of a little girl. Well, didn't bite it off, but bit into her arm with her dog, a lab. She's the only woman that has a lab that would, I think it was the Rottweiler that was with them that did it, but still, that's who she wants me to give this dog to. When I said, can you hear how deeply he's sleeping? And I sent a little video, and she said, oh, this is about the girl who gave him to her. She said she would never want him back. She has vet records that she didn't send me. I have no sound on my phone, so you couldn't hear it. And these are pictures that I took when I got him. He was just the cutest thing. She said, don't passively, aggressively try to keep him on the notion that he will go to another home. Wait, so I don't passively. If you want to adopt him, then say so. So I don't know where she gets on this passively aggressive. I already said so. So she was playing mind games is what was going on. So I guess she didn't have to pay me the $400 she promised. Look how cute he is. Look at those eyes. He was the sweetest thing. I'm going to start crying. And she said, only way you're getting more money from me is if that dog is not with you. She just became so spiteful, and I wish I could show you why. That's him being taken away. This poor little thing has been shuffled around so many times, and she ripped him out of my bed with, pajamas on. This is all the names that he's had. Vito, Zeus, Mars, and I said, where did you get him? And she said, some woman on Craigslist, because he was too much for her. So she didn't pay for him or anything. She just supposedly rescued him. So she says. Who knows where she really got him. But this was a picture that pissed her off.